Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Donovan, and today we're going to take a look at the Moto G6 Forge. We're going to do an unboxing and a quick comparison to another Cricket wireless phone. This is the Moto E5 Supra. So this one I picked up at Best Buy for $99. You can pick it up at a number of different retailers for that price. The Moto E5 Supra I picked up directly from Cricket Wireless, and for this one I believe I paid $180. So I got this one about a month ago, and we'll do some comparisons between the two and maybe help you figure out which one might be the right one for you. So this is going to be a quick unboxing of the Moto G6 Forge. I've actually had the exact same phone before. It was the Moto G6 Play, because the Moto G6 Play and the Moto G6 Forge are the exact same phone. The Moto G6 Play is available for Verizon Wireless prepaid, also for Boost Mobile for right around that same $100 price point. So the Moto G6 Play also is available as an unlocked device. That unlocked device will have just some slightly different specs. So this one comes with 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of internal storage, whereas the Moto G6 Play you get unlocked from Amazon comes with 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of onboard storage. And then also, we'll just go ahead and do the comparison here. If you get the Moto E5 Supra with Cricket Wireless, you do also get 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of onboard storage. Now, in both cases, these are both expandable memory. So if you add in an SD card, you can get, of course, expandable storage with both of them, but internally only 16 gigs of onboard storage versus the 32 here on the Moto E5 Supra. Now, while we're also making some comparisons, this one has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery versus the Moto E5 Supra has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. This one has a 6-inch display. This one has a 5.7-inch display. In both cases, they're 720p, so no difference there. This one has an 8 megapixel camera up front versus the 5 megapixel camera here on the Moto G6 Forge. 12 megapixel camera here on the rear versus a 13 megapixel camera, so maybe just a slightly better camera here on the rear with the Moto G6 Forge, but that's yet to be seen. Now, another kind of, we'll say this is a slightly major difference, is this one has a this one has an octa-core processor. This one has the Snapdragon 435 processor versus the quad-core processor. Same gigahertz, so 1.4 gigahertz that you get on this one, but this one's only a quad core, and so this one, when I had the Moto G6 Play and I did the exact same Geekbench score, basically it scored an 1800 versus the 2342 you get here on the Moto E5 Supra. So what that means in terms of performance is the Moto E5 Supra will have a little bit better performance when it comes to gaming and social media and things that maybe use a little bit of heavier storage in terms of the RAM. So this one again has 3 gigs of RAM versus the 2 gigs of RAM you get on the Moto G6 Forge. So that's what you're getting for that extra money with the Moto E5 Supra. Is there going to be a huge difference in terms of performance? Probably not, but just something worth mentioning. And also, of course, that extra screen, and I will say definitely some added bulk, because this one is definitely kind of a heavier phone without question. Other than that, they're pretty much identical phones. I will also mention one other slight difference is this one does come with a turbocharger, whereas if you get the Moto G6 Forge with Cricket Wireless, it does not come with a turbocharger, the turbocharger for Motorola. So we're going to go ahead and slide it out and see what you get in the box. So in the box, of course, you get the phone, which I did actually already power up. So hopefully that's ready to go. We'll slide this little thing off, this little plastic screen protector. And it should be ready to set up, maybe not. Okay, it doesn't have any battery yet. So we'll have to charge that up. But pretty much kind of already went over what you can expect here. So you get all your pamphlets and things like that from Cricket Wireless, also from Motorola. And again, you're not going to get a turbocharger. So that is maybe just one slight negative. So if you want to be able to turbocharge, because this does have that capability, you're going to have to get that separate. It does come with a plastic screen protector, or not plastic screen protector, but a plastic case here, a little TPU, thin TPU case that you can use with the phone. Same thing with the Verizon Wireless version, also came with the same case. And actually this is the case I used on my Verizon Wireless one for quite a while. And then of course you get your micro USB cable. So that's a negative of both of them in my opinion, is that they both have micro USB for charging it. Now they'll both have that front firing speaker here, flash on the front. And other than that, they're really pretty much very, very similar phones, but obviously you can tell that in terms of performance, in terms of that front-facing camera, battery life, so 5,000 milliamp hour battery versus 4,000. The Moto E5 Supra definitely has kind of the upper hand with these two devices, but you save yourself about $80 when you get the Moto G6 Forge. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up separately. I will do a first impressions video here in the next couple of days. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.